Welcome to Awakening Heaven on Earth. Before we begin, take a moment to arrive. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to believe, and nowhere you need to go. Simply listen, contemplate, and notice what stirs and resonates within you. This is a shared space of reflection, presence, and remembrance. Now, let us begin. Welcome to this episode of Awakening, Heaven on Earth. In this episode, we are focusing on living as the bridge, heaven in my hands. I stand between realms, not divided, but whole. A bridge of light, a vessel of love. Heaven flows through me. Earth receives from me. And in my hands and in my heart, the two are joined as one. To live as the bridge is to remember. I am both star and soil, breath of God and heartbeat of earth. Through me, heaven touches ground, and earth ascends to heaven. This is unity, love embodied, light alive. Often the soul asks, if I carry the truth of unity within me, how do I live it in the world? How do I become the living bridge between heaven and earth, between spirit and action, between love remembered and love expressed? And the divine presence within responds. I am beginning to understand. This path is not only inward, it is also outward. The remembrance of unity is not just for me. It is for the world. It is to be lived, embodied, extended. I used to think heaven was somewhere else, somewhere out there, a realm above, a light beyond reach. But now I feel it, rising through my spine, the straight and narrow way, pouring through my voice, flowing through my hands. Heaven was never meant to stay hidden. It is meant to be made visible through the way I live. I am not here to escape the world. I am here to bless it, to walk between spirit and soil, heaven and earth, with tenderness and truth. I am the bridge. Not because I have all the answers, but because I carry the eternal memory. Because I am learning to walk in both aspects of life, the eternal and the temporary, the inner and the outer, the unseen and the seen. Each time I respond with compassion instead of control. Each time I choose holy silence over reaction, presence over performance, love and forgiveness over fear. I become the bridge again. I do not need to fix everything. I only need to be faithful to what I know now. Heaven is not out there. It is not later. It is now. Within and without. Wherever love is made real. So I walk forward with open hands and steady heart, a vessel of remembering, a bridge of healing, a bearer of heaven on earth. Now, let's spend some time in reflection. What does it mean for you to be a bridge between heaven and earth? In what ways are you already bringing the divine into the world? Where do you still separate your inner spirituality from your outer life? What relationships, spaces, or roles are inviting you to live as a vessel of unity? What does it look like for you to bring heaven to earth in the simplest acts of your day? Now, let's enter a time of communion with the divine. Please repeat after me. Beloved presence of unity, you have awakened heaven within me. Now teach me to carry it. In my eyes, in my words, in my hands. Let me be a quiet light in the world. Not by striving, but by remembering. by embodying. Help me walk gently between the visible and invisible, the sacred and the ordinary, the eternal and the now. Where there is division, make me a bridge. Where there is despair, make me a sign of hope. Where there is forgetting, make me a reminder. I do not ask to be perfect, only present, only real, only rooted in you. Om, peace, Amen. And now, before you return to the movement of your day, take one more gentle breath. Notice your body. Notice your presence. There is nothing you need to become, nothing you need to achieve, only something to remember. You are the bridge. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, but here, now. In the way you speak, in the way you listen, in the way you respond. Each moment becomes sacred when you allow love to move through you. Each choice becomes a doorway through which heaven touches earth. So walk gently from here. Carry this awareness into your next conversation, your next step, your next breath. And remember, you do not walk alone. The same presence that lives within you lives within all. And through you, it is becoming visible. Thank you for walking this path. Thank you for being the bridge between heaven and earth. As we come to a close, remember that this journey continues in many expressions. This podcast is part of a family of partner podcasts. Awakening Heaven on Earth. The space between heaven and earth and Living Heaven on Earth are 3 companion podcasts exploring spiritual awakening from complementary perspectives. Awakening Heaven on Earth offers the core teachings and mystical reflections on unity, love, and conscious living. The space between creates room for dialogue, reflection, and lived conversation around those teachings. Living Heaven on Earth focuses on basic spiritual practices that help embody these insights in daily life. Together, they form a unified journey of understanding, experience, and integration, inviting listeners to remember their connection with the divine, with one another, and with the living world. You can find all of them available on the same podcast streaming platforms wherever you listen. And if music helps carry these teachings deeper into the heart, the Unity, Awakening Heaven on Earth album is available on all major music streaming services as a musical companion to this journey. Wherever you engage, through listening, reflection, conversation, or music, may it gently remind you you are not separate. You belong to the one life, and heaven is already unfolding within you. Until next time, walk gently, love deeply, and embody heaven on earth.
We were born from holy silence, breathed alive by unseen hands. Every heartbeat holds a whisper. We are one with all that stands. Not just dreamers of a future, not just watchers from the shore. We are builders, we are bringers. Heaven's knocking on our door. Heaven in our hands now, every word a seed we sow. Love is not just longing, it's the path we choose to go. Where the mirrors of the mystery, dust and breath in sacred plans, carrying heaven in our hands. Every thought becomes a canvas, every choice a brush of light. We're not waiting for the morning, we were made to birth the night. Co-creating with the spirit, with the field of what can be. Heaven isn't far above us, it's alive in you and me. Heaven in our hands now, every step a prayer we make. Love is not just waiting, it's the move we dare to take. We're the word made into matter, shaping stars with every stand, holding heaven in our hands. Heaven in our hands now, every breath can shape the skies. Truth is not just spoken, it's the way we live our lives. We are dancing with the mystery, walking in the one who stands, carrying heaven in our hand. This world is clay and light and song, and we are potters of the dawn. We are not just here to kneel, we are here to build what's real. Heaven in our hands now, every not far, but near. Heaven being born right here.